Hi everyone, I'm Laura Locke and I'm going to present to you why listening is an important skill to have when collaborating with colleagues. First, let's talk about what listening is. Listening is a complex process that we use in all parts of life. It involves many skills that are both verbal and nonverbal. It's really showing that you are comprehending what someone else is saying to you and then responding back in a way that shows that. Through listening, we gain information, show interest, and receive pleasure from all of the sounds around us. The process involves being able to select what you're listening to, being able to attend to it, understand it, recall it, and respond to it. That's a big process that we don't even think about. Has anyone out there felt like you were talking and talking but no one was listening to you? Let's change that by developing our listening skills. So what is the process of listening? It actually involves several parts: hearing, attending, understanding, responding, and remembering. Hearing is the actual process of receiving sound waves into the brain. You're hearing me right now. Attending is paying attention to the message that has personal meaning for you. We don't even realize it, but we filter out sounds that don't have meaning to us and then pay close attention to what is meaningful. Understanding is making sense of what you're hearing. Responding is the nonverbal and verbal feedback that you give back to the speaker. And finally, remembering is being able to recall the information that you've received. So what can interfere with the process of listening? A lot. You can see the list that I've written that contribute. A couple of that I want to highlight are faulty assumptions and lack of training. Have you ever talked to a colleague about a situation and they cut you off saying, yeah, I know, and give a quick response? Have you done that because you thought you knew exactly what was being said? This is a very common and easily made mistake in the listening process. Sure, you might know what the topic is about, but it is important to listen to the whole statement that is being made because new information could be added into the mix. Responding to assumptions indicate that you are not hearing or attending to what is being said, and then lack of training. You know, we've all been listening since we were little kids, but we all need to realize that we weren't actually trained in listening. It's important to know that it's a skill that can always be improved and practiced upon. So next, I want to touch on the goals of listening. Having goals in any aspect of life is important to have, and listening is no different. Learning what your weakness is necessary so that you can improve on it. If you easily get distracted, try to talk to a colleague in an area where there's limited noise and chaos. Try not to assume what they're going to tell you and focus on what their message is. And focus on the context. You may have heard the term listening with your heart, which simply means look at how something is said in addition to what is being said. If someone's speaking very deliberately and passionately about something, then what they're saying is very important to them and deserves to be focused on and heard. After we listen to someone, we need to respond to them. There are 4 verbal responses that can help you become a better listener. Prompting can do 2 things. Encourage the speaker to continue and to indicate that you are listening and understanding what is being said. Nodding your head and even saying words like, I see, are prompting the speaker to continue. Paraphrasing is just restating what you heard and shows the speaker that you are understanding the main points of what they're saying. Reflecting is a little more difficult because it takes paraphrasing to another level where you try to capture the effective meaning of the message. You do this by looking at both verbal and nonverbal indicators while the speaker is talking. It shows you can understand their feelings. And last, questioning can help focus the conversation and your understanding of it. Questions can sometimes be overused, but when they are focused and open-ended, they can benefit both people in the conversation. And in conclusion, the listening process is an important interpersonal skill that, when done correctly, can build strong relationships with colleagues. If you use the tools that were discussed and recognize factors that can interfere in your conversation, you'll notice a difference in how you communicate and how others communicate with you. It's an ongoing process, so don't worry if your conversation didn't go well. Reflect on it and try again next time. You can always improve. Thank you.